Capitalism! Alright, why don't we get started, shall we?
Shall we?
We shall.
But.
Oh, wait. I gotta turn off Oma Chow's.
Please.
Immediately. This all but important task must be done.
Quieter.
No.
Should be kill Omo Chow. Yes or no? That's what it should be, but.
Just kill Oma Chow. Is just, where is the kill Oma Chow button? Alright, wait for the loop around and then.
Are you gonna?
Is it gonna loop?
We've gone through this. They didn't have the budget. It just.
Well, I get started then. So, Travis, I think you're going first. We're playing Sonic Generations with the 25th anniversary and all that. So, I've always been a big fan of this game. I don't know why. I think that it's sort of like a the memory lane thing for me is a little bit more of like experiencing a lot of these like little pieces of a lot of these games rather than the first time because I didn't grow up playing nearly as much Sonic as most people did because I was a Nintendo kid. But you're a lot more familiar with the older Sonic games. You had a Genesis growing up, right?
Yeah, I played the crap out of them when I was younger. Like, I just played more than any other game, and it's just... I was obsessed. Because we didn't have a lot of games, but we all... Somehow, we had all of them, the Sonic ones. We had 1 and 2, my cousin had 3 and Knuckles, and it was just the best.
Well, that should be a lot of fun then. I will say off the bat, like the last time I played this was on the PS3 version, but playing this full res on PC, this game is all kinds of pretty.
It is.
I'm gonna say that off the bat. It's funny. I was trying out a shader tool right before we started, so like. Alright, we finally got the game working, and then I had to describe to Travis why the game was all of a sudden playing in like a black and white cartoon all of a sudden. It's like, I can explain. So, the last time I talked to you, you've usually been pretty consistent that 2 is your favorite. Do you ever go like back and forth on that, or do you usually stick with 2?
2 is my favorite. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's just my favorite. Yeah, it's just the favorite. It's the one I grew up with the most. Also, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is just also really good.
Right.
But
for me, it's always weird because I feel like I gotta pick. I know I'm not the only person that does this, but I feel like people almost like split their favorite Sonic by the generation divide. Like people will pick a favorite 2D Sonic and a favorite 3D Sonic. I kind of end up going the same way, but I always go back and forth a little bit because I haven't played many of the 2D Sonics like to completion to decide like what mechanically is my favorite. I'm a really big fan mechanically of CD. I really like the level design in that one. But I also really like 2 and 3, so it's like I go back and forth, but I like for sure, the main thing is I really like the level skip mechanic in Sonic CD because it helps like every playthrough feel like really unique because you know you might decide one time you're gonna warp forward, one time you might go legit. You know it helps change it up every now and then.
Yeah, fair enough. So have you ever played the actual Sonic 3 and Knuckles as together?
Yes.
It should be okay.
It's been a long time. Because, I mean, obviously, like, I had to, you know, because I would only get to play it at, like, friends' houses or stuff like that. So, like, it was on top of that, I had to find a friend that had Sonic 3 and the Knuckles cart. you know, all put together. And even with the when I got the Retron 5 about 2 years ago, like it took Retron like quite a while to finally figure out how to make the game work with the Knuckles cart all put together. And that was it shows you how popular that was too, because that was just the idea of that cart was a deal breaker for a lot of people for a while. You know, whether or not it was compatible.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, we got things!
Yay, we did the thing. Yeah, see, I didn't play nearly as much as the 3D ones. Like,
right.
I'm not one of the person like, oh, all of them are terrible and the go, no. But I just didn't play them because I went down the PlayStation route and there was less. Not saying there was less, but they were different.
Yeah, it's just interesting that, like, I know a lot of people that unfortunately, like, literally, like, cut off of Sonic, like, on that divide. Because I think there is, like, definitely some very good and some very bad stuff on either side of the split. Like, though I didn't get into Sonic until much of the later games, or the television series.
It's kind of impossible to surprise you.
And we're gonna look for that skip button right there, and let's keep... We don't know
How are we gonna know the interesting story of Sonic? Like, I don't even know what is. What is, Ken?
That's the point, is that we don't know what... Okay, so, long story short,
We got rid of you.
the way we decided to do this was, since Travis is more familiar with the old school Sonic and more familiar with the new school, I'm going to be playing the 3D levels, and Travis is going to be playing the 2D levels. But that's actually kind of the weird thing I really love about this game, is how they constructed that idea that they're going to make a 2D and a 3D variant for every single one of the games. So no matter what game you're familiar with, you're always going to have, like a new variant on whatever game you're playing, regardless of, which one you're familiar with. So the 3D levels have a new 2D version and vice versa. I find that really interesting, because I know that back in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, if you beat the entire thing, got all the emblems and everything, then your completion bonus was a remade version of Green Hill Zone. So this is kind of like in that same vein. But even then, like, I like the fact that even in the 3D levels, they kind of do it as kind of this 2D, 3D hybrid, which I wish just more Sonic games in general were designed kind of in that hybrid style, but...
More games, yes, but it feels weird in this one since the whole gimmick is, like...
I understand what you're saying,
3D.
like, it feels
So
like it's showing a preference towards the old, but even then, still, the 2D segments of the 3D Sonic still use the mechanics and the physics of the 3D Sonic, which are different.
Yeah, but they just 90% of the time just use it for, like, looks for a second. Like, we're gonna
it's like they put the thing on rails slightly more to make it look kind of cool.
Sometimes it's a little bit, most of the time in this game, it's done pretty good. Where it's just like really quickly do thing.
Yeah.
There's a couple points where
there's a couple levels where they spend so much time in 2D where I'm like, why is this segment not in the other level? It's interesting though, like, the idea of trying to like make like the newer Sonics that they went on, I found it sort of puzzling because to an extent, like, a lot of Sega's biggest problem they have with this franchise after a while was I think they had some problems with just the idea of innovation for innovation's sake. Like, it's like they'd try out a bunch of things and then eventually they'd come up with something that was like really awesome that worked. But instead of keeping on that thing and trying to experiment with that further, they're like, nope, on to the next, like, big, sweeping, universe-changing game. And it's just like, you can still be innovative, but sooner or later, like, people do want something resembling, the old-school Sonic they're familiar with.
Well, they tried that with Sonic 4, and then people, didn't like it. They haven't had one just game that everyone has agreed on.
No.
They just haven't. It's just... Perfect.
Well, hopefully they'll agree on it someday. I mean,
No, it will never.
no good Sonic games ever now. It's all just...
No, everyone will be like, yeah, it's either best or new greatest thing, or it's the worst.
Floating without a body in a
A
black
little more to the
hole.
worst.
Sonic 062 next, you know, just
Gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Sonic and the other Black Knight.
Is it me, or is that place we were
I'm
just
making
in
that.
awfully familiar?
Black. Great. I don't know. Okay, anyway.
Alright, you're up.
Oh, Green Hell Zone. And now we know.